What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Here we are for another Midday Monologue Monday, my friends. So glad to see you all. Well, to be seen by you all. I can't see you. I mean, that'd be kind of creepy if I could see you through the video. Be kind of like ruin my day too. You know, be out and about doing things, and you watch my video, and all of a sudden, whatever I'm doing, I see you. Be insane. I think I like it this way, my friends. But anyway, enough of the crazy thoughts around here. We are here to talk about something that's a little crazy. At least the way I see it. Let's face facts. Most of everything, but most games, most board games are bought by adults or young adults, close enough to be adults. No, let's face facts, adults. Most board games, like everything else, are bought by adults. And yet, the number of adult-based board games is surprisingly, shockingly low. Hold on to your horses here. I'm not talking about... Look, I'm not talking about, those three letters. S, E, I don't know if I could say it in row, X. Don't want to get this video shut down. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about coitus. No, come on, get your heads out of the gutter. There are other adult concepts, ideas out there besides that. I'm not talking about games like Twister. No, true enough. I'm not talking about that kind of game out there. Except telling you I'm not talking about that kind of game out there. I've never even thought of that kind of board game out there. But I'm talking about other types of adult concepts. Things from alcohol consumption to moral and ethical concepts that we really don't throw on kids. There are some out there. I mean, I'm not saying that the landscape, is dry, that it's a desert out there. I'm saying that I'm surprised, since the biggest demographic of financial spenders of board games are over 21 years of age, that the number of games for 21 and older, even the number of games for 18 and older, are so thin. It is so hard to find them. And I say thin because if they stand sideways, you're not going to see them. There are some things that come to mind. Drinking Quest. Drinking Quest is a really fun board game where it's a D&D style, very, very stripped down, easy, laid back D&D style of a card game where when your character dies, you in real life chug your drink. I mean, it doesn't have to be alcoholic, but it's supposed to be. And then your character goes back to life. I mean, they usually have maybe no more than a 2 chug max per quest, they don't want you to pass out in real life. And that's not the only one. That's not the only official drinking. I'm not talking about college drinking games with a ping pong table. No, I mean like official boxed games that you can buy. But then there's other games out there that stretch the concepts of maturity in the simple fact that they are giving you opportunities to make sometimes the most horrible of moral and ethical choices. And offhand, with one exception, they're all very serious. My favorite version of that comes to mind is Dead of Winter. With I'm gonna get back to Dead of Winter. Actually, I'm gonna come back to that because that actually fills a little bit of a special category. But there are games that, will give you adult-style choices to think about and make. There are also games that are going to put you in positions where things are going to be, maybe because of it's, and this happens a lot, I think, with horror games, or potentially can happen more with horror games. If any publishers out there, hear this and agree with this, which they won't. Nobody watches these videos. I think the three of you are the only ones that watch these videos. But that's fine. This is a for fun channel, and I'm having a lot of fun, as you can tell. I'll just get right into that now. So yeah, there are games like Dead of Winter, where you are given these moral and ethical choices to make. But what's really interesting about this, and I think this maybe this is the point. Maybe this is the point I'm trying to get to. Maybe because I just went into this with a couple of bullet point ideas, and that's it. I don't know where it's ending. Free stream of thought, my friends. No, maybe it comes down to, like, the way Dead of Winter handles this is that in the cards you got to play, the crossroad cards they have a couple of other systems that use this crossroad system, which is really cool. But in this system, certain cards have markings on them, for basically 18 and up, and some of them that are really questionable. So because they're marked, and they're marked on the side you read, obviously, not the back. You can, when you're setting up the game, you can take them out. You know your players. Maybe you're playing a game, this time with some players that you don't think are really going to get too much into a lot of the really heavy, moral, ethical, adult-style questions for a game. Some people just want to have fun. That's cool. So you can take those cards out, and you can leave it more of a style of a game that they and everyone else will have fun with. But the concept, the idea that you can have, that the game is created with this in mind, that this is what they're doing. They're saying, okay, we're going to make this game, and we're going to make it so if you're an adult, you can play it at a different level than a non-adult by having these cards in it. And if you want, just take them out. If not, just take them out. No big problem. If more games handle that as part of their, trying to appeal more to the age demographic by giving them something that's specific to them. It's like, hey guys, you love playing these board games. Well, here's a chance where you can play a game with your family, and when your kids aren't around, you can put these certain cards back into the deck and have a game for adults. I think that's a wonderful way of doing it. That's a great approach to it. And yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that is the point of this video, that I really wish more publishers would approach it like that. That would take that angle, of having the option of you can play with these items, these cards, or whatever the items are in the game. You can play with these, or you can take them out and not, and it'll get two different systems. You'll have a family-friendly system this way, and you'll have the adult system that way. Why not? Is it going to cost them extra money? Money? Did I say money? Is it going to cost them any extra money? God, I hate spending all my money on stuff. No, really, seriously. Is it going to cost them that much extra money? I don't think so. Well, with research, you're already researching the game. You're already play testing the game. You're already writing the game. It's not going to cost you any more. It might cost you a little more time trying to think of these things, how you're going to incorporate it and make it adultish without making it a purely adult game. But in the long run, it'll be worth it because you can advertise and push it to its real true demographic, or age demographic, instead of having just a game that, hopefully you want everyone to play. You want the kids to play with their parents and their aunts and their uncles and their cousins and stuff. Sure. But on the side, you kind of also want adults to be able to play their own game. Come on. Yeah, that's where this went. I was wondering where it was going to end. And that's it. So that's my thoughts, my ideas on adult games and gaming. Like I said, without the sex games like Twister. Thank you very much for checking this out. What are your thoughts? And, also, what adult-themed games, 18 and older or 21 and older, do you have in your collection? Or maybe you've played. You don't have in your collection, but maybe you've played that you enjoy. Which are they? What titles are they? Let's start a title collection in the comments section. Yeah. Come on. Let's do this, Pixie Posse. Let's do this.